top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Red Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0, Nitt. Oh, he's got some space. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. It doesn't matter what time of season it is. A top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Extending the play. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You've got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. So Texas Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the single back. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Reeves. They've got the screen set up. Shakes off the defender. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure. Knocked off his feet. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Got it in the middle, it's West. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a 1st down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Really nice job to convert that 3rd. And they've got the 33. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Pressure coming. Grab near the sticks. It's Taylor. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Oregon State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Goes to the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Looking to pass. It's Reeves. They're setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beat.
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's strong. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking downfield very late in the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Didn't make him. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here.
Turning it on!
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Reed. Boom. Fires to the right. He's got it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Red Raiders have this offense rolling.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Great job by the back on the option.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're makes a grab past the marker. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The give is to Taylor. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him, and basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. The give on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Looking for got the first down. Looking for more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Just ran him over. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
On the ground with the counter. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Pocket breaking down. Looking for a big gain. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Here comes the biggest drive for the defense. Desperate to get a stop. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much as possible for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Taylor has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get back and save as much time as possible. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Kicking team's going to call a timeout. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back to throw, it's Reeves. Gets rid of it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, It's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Well, that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
Oh, they're after him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up victory formation. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going